Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest video from Demolition Hound in the RF Gelgoog. If you didn't see the test drive, it is a really good suit, and oh boy, already had somebody drop, so this should be interesting. But yeah, really good suit. It is a support with basically a very general skill set. It has double tackle. It has resist move level 2, which gives damage reduction where a general would generally get iframes. It has bonus damage against downed enemies from with any attack, and the same with airborne enemies. The airborne damage bonus is actually higher, but yeah, just like if you are basically in any state except standing up on the ground, it gets bonus damage against you. As you can see, did pretty well with tackle, has really good melee strength and 2 melee weapons, so yeah, that was a quick kill. Yeah, I really like this. One thing Demo was telling me is that he's been playing on in rounds with other people using the RF Gelgoog, and if they try and use it as a range suit, man, this thing is scary. If they try to use it as a mid to long range suit, the beam bazooka does heavy stagger, which is very useful. Does not pierce, so do not try to fire through your allies. That is a thing. Okay, nice. Let's see. One knockdown, because as frequently happens, everybody moved in on the one person. So let's see. Funnels out against that Gaplin type. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's the probably at this cost the Flailthroughs 2, but especially since it did have the big flip down gun. Looks like there's several Gaplin types. I think they might all be Raws, but yeah, interesting. But yeah, they again bonus damage. So, and yeah, that's a good example of resist move. I feel like if that had been a general, that would have Fafnir. I couldn't tell the difference at a distance because it's Fafnir's basically the double Zeta Gaplin. But yeah, I feel like a general that had emergency evasion controller instead of resist move would have probably survived that shot. The iframes can be finicky, as you've probably seen, but yeah, I think that is just a case of the support curse. Like, I feel like the how do I describe this? I feel like the thing about raids and supports basically is that they both kind of demand good teams in different ways to be fully functional. Uh, but the way in which raids need a good team to work is a little bit more conducive if you get stuck in a one-on-one, to survival than how supports work. That's my opinion anyway. But the numbers that they show us for these things, seem to indicate the good teams are out there. Just man, some days you just love to have them, and some days you get them. Like I got a really good round for a request this evening, and that will probably run tomorrow unless something changes. So, but yeah, Demo's team doing really well. They are down a person and they are up a lot. Let's just say a lot because yeah, scores are changing. Again, if I try to say numbers, the scores will change. But yeah, like I said, this thing is great. I've been rolling for it. I don't think I'm going to get it. Of course, I didn't think I was going to get some of the other RFs, and so far I've gotten all of them, so, would love to get the Danan Zon or the standard F90 or F91, but, I'm kind of happy with my, Oldsmobile dealership here, so that's cool. For people who may be too young to remember, to know this, because it's been, I think, 20 years, Oldsmobile, I may have mentioned before, was, for a long time, a brand of vehicle. Oh, wow. Wow, just look at that Demeter's lag. I don't even know what to say about that. Just that was amazing. But yeah. Yeah, this I as early as that other person dropped out, I'm just kind of betting that I don't think it was on purpose. I think their connection just clashed very badly with the Demeters. That's my guess at the moment, anyway. But yeah, wow, that was just something. But yeah, I like this. I mentioned before there is also a commander type Gelgoog that showed up in, and that's 2 down. Oh wow, that showed up in the I think it's Formula Wars game for the Super Famicom. There is one Gundam F91 game for the Super Famicom, so I'm just getting the name wrong if I'm getting anything wrong. But yeah, that's words. That's words. But yeah, that's where most of the oldest mobile things, were first seen, as I recall. But yeah, commander type, I imagine, will probably be either a general or a raid, but would not mind having it. But yeah, this is kind of a shame because, they do get a defense bonus for every person they're down, but, Demo's team was doing really well up to now. But now that there's a second dropout, yeah, they're just going to be too outnumbered, I think, to really hold it together. We'll see how it goes, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. Yeah, Demo's just kind of doing what he can on foot, because if you spawn in at this point, you're just going to get your suit destroyed. You may as well just, see what you can accomplish on foot and sacrifice the 25 points and get back in there. Yeah, and here's the enemy dominating thing. If you have the lead and you do not have a mobile suit on the field for more than 45 seconds, they will start awarding bonus points to the enemy team, because there used to be, people who would just get a lead, never spawn again, and that became an issue. To be honest, I kind of feel like that they might want to make that time frame variable. Like if there are people not spawning in the last, say, 30 seconds when the whole team's ready to spawn, make that a little bit tighter time frame. But yeah, as you can see, that things are just getting overwhelming here. For one thing, everybody's on demo. This is how sport play frequently goes for me. But yeah. Just that it's, again, they don't have what they need to just keep their lead, I don't think, especially with the Faz and Demo both in the corner. Good kill there, though. Yeah, so yeah, I think Demo and the Faz are both going to be get taken out here, and that's going to be enough for the enemy team to win. Which, the fact that they have managed to hold on to a lead for this long, down one person and then two, is pretty impressive. Yeah, that was a shame, but really close under very adverse conditions. And yeah, Gelgoog did really well. Demo did great. Let's take a look at numbers. Demo got all the numbers basically. 3690. 4 and 4, 99,000 damage, and of course, no rating point loss because of the disconnects. So, that at least is something. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! So I believe G-Frame FA Volume 8 is out, which is the 8th MS Team assortment. That has the Gundam Ground, the Gym Ground, the Easy 8, and the Goof Custom. Goof Custom is of a special significance because, again, G-Frame in very similar to MS in action scale. Not exactly right, but close enough to pass a squint test. And the original Goof Custom figure was very, very limited in its articulation. If you tried to move the arms laterally, the shoulder armor would fly off somewhere. And the skirt was molded as a single piece and not really designed to get much movement out of it. So, yeah, well, kind of a shame that, such a great design didn't get a good MS in action figure. But, yeah, they previously did a G-Frame of the Goof Custom in the original G-Frame assortment. That's gotten rare and expensive. So, yeah, I am going to get that Goof Custom when I can because, yeah, I want something that can actually, pose. And also, unlike, I believe, the original G-Frame Goof Custom, they actually remembered to paint the shield, too. So, yeah, that is looking pretty good.